What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman for Awesemo.com, and I am back with a miraculous 2-game slate for the NBA on Tuesday, September 15th. Yeah, it's been a while. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. Robert Williams, Patrick Beverley, Jaylen Brown, and Jeremy Grant round out the top 10. Marcus Morris is on the outside looking in. Who will be my top 5 plays for today, the favorites? It's time to find out. First up on the list, number 5, Marcus Smart. Now, he is 5th on FanDuel, 14th on DraftKings. The $6,400 price tag on Marcus Smart at shooting guard on FanDuel looks great. I think he hits his goal about 29% of the time on FanDuel, and given the way the makeup of the position looks, you probably need him in about half of your lineups. I think these guys are going to continue to play 40-ish minutes. Smart, even in particular, they need him more in this series, oddly enough, than Toronto. Between Goran Dragic, Jimmy Butler, I mean, even if he gets switched on to Bam, that's a reasonable spot for Marcus Smart. I think these minutes are going to be massive. 0.76 FanDuel points per minute over the last 30 days. That's exactly where I'm projecting him. We're talking about a mid-30s GPP goal, a little bit higher on DK. You definitely want to prioritize Marcus Smart on FanDuel. He's okay on DraftKings, but again, 14th overall, outside the top 10. You don't want to get too much. Switching locker rooms now, we're going to number 4. He's number 6 on FanDuel, number 9 on DraftKings, and that's Tyler Herro. He's been playing monster minutes for the Heat. I expected to see a lot more Duncan Robinson than Herro in the playoffs, but it hasn't been that case. They've just been going to Herro. 5K on FanDuel, 5,400 on DK. You need less than 30 points in a GPP to feel pretty good about it. Happens about 20% of the time. Again, shooting guard is really gross. You kind of want the combination of Herro and Smart more than anything else. On DraftKings, though, 28% implied ownership. I'm okay with it. 29.5 point GPP goal. If Tyler Herro gets hot, this could look really good. 0.79 fantasy points per minute over his last 30 days. I'm projecting him. I'm a little bit more pessimistic in this spot. But for right now, I think Tyler Herro's in a great spot. He's had a really, really nice playoffs, and I'm looking for him to continue that. The Heat can go to the finals this year. I think a lot of that will do with how well Tyler Herro plays in this series. Coming in number 3, it's revenge narrative alert. Jae Crowder entering the fold as the number 1 play on FanDuel. 5,100 at small forward, a completely empty position today. I think that he should be owned 66% of the time. On DraftKings, not all that interested in Crowder. 5,800, only power forward eligibility. He needs 32 points for a GPP goal. I don't see that happening all that often. So if you're rostering Jae Crowder, he looks fantastic on FanDuel and kind of terrible on DraftKings. I still think he plays north of 30 minutes. His role is huge. He needs to continue shooting the lights out. He's been shooting incredibly as of late. He's had such fluctuations in his career with his 3-point rate. But if it stays where it is right now, Jae Crowder is going to be out there for 30-plus minutes, scoring north of 0.8 fantasy points per minute, and he will look fantastic. Needing an additional 4.5 points on DraftKings just makes it a little tough. So if you're playing FanDuel, fire up Jae Crowder. Now, coming in number 2, 3rd on FanDuel, 4th on DraftKings, it's Kemba Walker. Not the greatest closeout to the Toronto series. I think Walker opens up in a big way against Miami. 7,400 on FanDuel, 7,700 on DraftKings, just north of 40 points in a GPP. He hits that 30% of the time. I want to have a ton of Walker. It doesn't matter what site I'm playing on. It's going to be big minutes. I think the scoring rebounds. I think he's able to find his shot a little bit better against Miami than he did against Toronto. Even still, 0.95 fantasy points per minute over the last 30 days. I'm still coming in a little lighter than that. I love Kemba Walker today. I don't really see this one changing. Kemba Walker will absolutely be a fixture of my top 5 on both sites, no matter what happens today. And finally, coming in number 1, 2nd on FanDuel, 1st on DraftKings, Game 7 center for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac, 4,700, 4,800. I'm cool with both of those prices. It's a 25-point GPP goal. There is no value out there right now. And Zubac is playing solid minutes. I've got him in for 27. it's not out of the realm of possibility that it's a lot more. It does make me a little nervous that he could get like pinched out by a hot hand, but I think 27 minutes is safe. 10 points, 8 boards just as a baseline, 0.84 fantasy points per minute over the last 30 days. That's exactly where I'm projecting him. It's not sexy, but you need to just sort of bank points. And I love getting guys that are just going to get a bunch of rebounds, and that's what you're going to get out of Zubac. A 10 and 8 line as a baseline is fantastic. If he can block a shot or two, that's how you easily blow out a 25-point GPP goal. If Zubac happens to go for 30 here, what does he have? Like a 14 and 9 day, a 14 and 10 day with maybe 2 blocks? You are going to need him on this 2-game slate. I can't get away from this guy no matter what, but I'm not mad about it. I'm a sneaky Zubac fan. So, the number 1 contender for today, Ivica Zubac. All right, everybody, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders, my favorites for Tuesday, September 15th. Once again, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. And be sure to let me know in the comments section, who is your number 1 contender for this final 2-game slate? I didn't think we'd have another one, yet here we are. Best of luck tonight. I'll be on live before lock, breaking it all down. So check my Twitter at Josh Engleman just before lock, where I drop my updated top 10s for both sites. Good luck tonight, guys. I'll talk to you again soon.